It was about negative 60 to 65 degrees. The wind was blowing really hard, snow everywhere, and we just spent that time, because no one wanted to talk to us, we just spent it pushing cars out of the snow. I think my mission overall, and I think everybody's was hard, and I think one of the most simple things I learned on my mission was just that I could do it, that I could do hard things, and that the Lord trusted me to do hard things. So I learned how to really communicate with my Heavenly Father, and that was that He communicated back, and that He would answer, and that I was nothing but everything. I was nothing without Him and everything with Him, and that's led everything else since being home. Probably the craziest was there's these people called Cossacks on the street, and they're just super purebred Russian. And anyways, we had a run-in with them, and they took I had 2 copies of the Book of Mormon in my hand, and they took one of them, and they wanted me to give the other one, and I wanted them to give it back. And as we turned around to walk away, I finally just said, okay, whatever. And as we turned around to walk away, he hit me right in the face with the Book of Mormon. And I was like, wow. And then my companion just grabbed my arm, and he's like, hey, we gotta go, let's go. So we started running away, and then he threw the Book of Mormon at me, and he's like, fine, you can just take it. And I'm like, great, thank you, we're out of here. So that was kind of nuts. That was crazy. That definitely does not happen every day, for sure. We had, just crazy encounters with just kind of crazy people every now and then, and so one time I was with a companion, and we were like, hey, like, how are you? And the guy was like, kind of mumbled, and we're like, what? And then he just like pulled a gun, and he's like, hey, do you understand me or not? We're like, okay, we're gone. See ya. And so that only happened that one time, but it only needed to happen that one time. So little things like that happen occasionally, but keep you on your toes. So one other time that was funny, because this was pretty early on in my mission, and luckily I was with a Russian companion, but we stopped and talked. We're talking to a guy, and he said something, and I was new enough that I had no idea what he said. So I turned to my companion, and right as I turned back, the guy punched me. He punched me. I only got punched twice, and those were both the stories. And then I turned back to my companion, and he's like, and then we talked about it later. The guy just walked off after that. I'm like, okay, thanks. And I was talking to my companion later, and he's like, yeah, he just said that he was a Gentile, and our religion was dangerous to him. And then he turned around and walked away. We're like, okay, sounds good. So, not very common, but happens every now and then. So one skill that really increased was my ability to use a planner. I was not one to use a planner before my mission. It drove my poor mom crazy, because she was very that way. But I'm really good at it now, and I can't live without it, so that's kind of nice. Other random skills, my cooking skills are way better. So it's nice in a new marriage, we can rotate who cooks. So that's kind of fun. Other really random skills, I don't know. I can kind of speak Russian, so that helps. That's new. So, yeah. I don't know about encounters, other than in Russia there's no humane society. So there's stray cats and dogs everywhere, and you just kind of get used to it. So, yeah. Funny language mistakes happened every single day. And I don't know if I even have one that's like specific, but it's thank goodness you have a companion, and you just catch each other, or the people, it's a weird mistake when they just kind of tilt their head, and they try to be really nice and not say anything most of the time. Sometimes they do. And then your companion will throw in the word, and you'll be like, yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. And then you just move on, and then as soon as the guy walks off and you walk the other way, you just sit down and laugh for like 5 minutes and then get up and leave. So don't overpack. I overpacked. Because at least there, you can buy stuff. I walked in thinking it was a third world country, and it's not. And so I brought everything I needed and used maybe half of it. One of my favorite things that I brought cold gear, like long johns kind of a thing, and top and bottom, and they saved me more than once, all the time in the winter. You'll buy your coat there. They don't sell what you need here. So just wait till you get there, and they'll get it for you.